All right, man. Let's talk about Goff being underrated by the NFL media. I seen the top 10 list who had Brady on there before they had Jared Goff on there. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. In addition to that, that list also had Kirk Cousins on there, right? And a few other guys. And I was seeing the post that said that Jared Goff had more yards or more touchdowns than Tom Brady, right? He's beating Jared Goff. I mean, he's beating Kirk Cousins in every statistical, damn near every statistical category, right? And nobody's paying attention. It ain't like the Lions ain't like starting to turn that corner and win. Obviously, Sunday, they'll turn that corner and they'll be validated. But I'll talk about that another day, another time. So right now, Tom Brady has, real quick, just to size him up real quick. Tom Brady, the GOAT, 50 years old, damn near. He has 3,332 yards, 16 touchdowns, only 3 picks. I didn't realize he only threw 3 interceptions. It seemed like more than that. You go to Jared Goff. Right now, 3,200, 3,022 yards. Brady beat him there, but he got 19 touchdowns. Brady beat him in completions, but he got more touchdowns than Tom Brady. You got to remember, Jared Goff receiving core. You know what I'm saying? It ain't been that great. Got more yards average than Brady too. Think about that for a minute. You go to Kirk Cousins, first cousins or third cousins, 64.6%, 2,933 yards, 6.5 average, 18 touchdowns, 9 receptions. Go back to your boy Jared Goff. Come on, he got more yards, higher completion, more touchdowns, less picks. And don't forget, he been missing healthy DeAndre Swift, and he's been missing though. He missed St. Brown for a minute. He wasn't 100% healthy for a while. He turned around, and DJ Shark was out for a while. Turned around. Josh Reynolds was out for a while. Just not came to the lineup a couple weeks ago. Still don't seem to be 100%. These are things people starting to forget, that people forget. These are things people forgetting real fast and quick in a hurry. And he's still putting up solid numbers. He's still putting up solid numbers. He getting underrated. I mean, we could pick another quarterback. Who else out there? I don't know. I'm picking somebody at random. Kyler Murray. He missed some games though, so that might not be the best, but he outperforming Kyler Murray. Kyler did miss some games. He missed his number one target, and DeAndre Hopkins too. He's missing James Conner too for a while. So maybe that might not be the fairest comparison. I mean, who else could you go out there and say who out there? I don't know what Justin Herbert doing. I'm pretty sure he's tearing it up. But he's been missing some targets too. It's close. 20 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. He ain't too far off. Jared Goff getting lost in the sauce. And a lot of times it's hard for a lot of these dudes to separate, names and, what the career achievements from this season. It's hard. It's hard to say, what if Jameis Williams, just in this example, Jameis Williams having a better season than Tom Brady? That's laughable. In a lot of people's minds, it's very laughable. Very laughable. It's going to be hard for people to get past that. Oh, Jameis, you know what I'm saying? It sounds funny. It's hard for a lot of these people to separate, you know what I'm saying, to separate that. But Jared Goff is balling, even through some adversity this year. He had one bad game versus New England. And when the last time Detroit won in New England, I don't know. But he balling. Gotta give it to him. He balling. He balling better than some of these guys they putting in the top 10. You know, and, you can put him up against Jalen Hurts, which is not fair because Jalen Hurts' rushing ability, but just look at the passing numbers. 2,940 yards, got a higher completion, 68.1%, 20 touchdowns, 3 picks. Solid year by him. Ain't turned the ball over. He probably MVP right now after Mahomes lost Sunday. But Goff ain't too far behind. He had a few turnovers and stuff. So, but he ain't far behind. They stay healthy the whole season. His numbers might be up there, at least passing wise. They might be up there, at least passing wise. This might be. But I think he getting overlooked by the national media. But if Detroit start putting, he get a win Sunday versus Minnesota, I think he might, play well, might shine some more light on him. I think he playing like a top 10 quarterback. That's what it's looking like. It's like he playing like a top 10 quarterback. Now another video talking about that mean you got to hold on to him. Well, we'll talk about that a little bit later. But he playing well. And he deserves his notoriety from having a terrible last season, which is large part they didn't do a lot to help him out with weapons. He not one of them dudes who can make something out of nothing. I mean, look at Aaron Rodgers. Everybody just thought Aaron Rodgers was going to lose Devontae Adams and keep it moving. And we all know that it don't work like that. You can't just throw any old bums out there with a quarterback. He needs somebody, that he can rely on, that he can trust on. Flat out. And that's what you need. And Goff needed some help. And look at him this year. Got a good offensive coordinator that sat down with him and said, well, this is what you're doing wrong. This is what you're doing right. You know what I'm saying? That's what they did. What you like, what you don't like. That's what somebody do. That's what somebody that they come into a situation that checks the temperature of whatever it is. If it's the workplace, if it's the team, what do you like? Okay, we're gonna try to make that happen. If y'all can do this for me, we're gonna try to, balance it out and make this happen for y'all. But you got some weapons to play with this year. And I think he being overlooked. Especially in the most improved category. He might win it 2 times. Because that was a hell of a turnaround by him. That was a hell of a turnaround. But then again, we give him a couple weapons. I mean, that's what can happen. That's what can happen. Quarterback position, you can put as much as you want on their shoulders, but they still need help. They still need help. And that's what people kind of got to realize. It's not a one-man show. Peyton Manning can make it look easy. You know what I'm saying? This guy can make it look easy, but it's a collective effort. And Goff got a little bit of support this year, put some work in the offseason in, and they rolling right now. They roll. So he might not be the quarterback that we feel like we deserve, but hey, he playing. If he fuck around with a playoff game, I think it's gonna be hard for a lot of people to deny him. Honestly, I think it's gonna be hard for people to deny him to come back, or a new contract or something like that. We know I ain't gonna make no run to no Super Bowl, so we ain't gonna have those fantasies. But it's gonna be hard to deny that man. Yeah, he took a lot of stuff personal last year, and he got better. So you gotta respect it. That's what Detroit is all about. Working hard, getting your hands dirty, blue collar, and he's showing that, California boy played up in LA can get his hands dirty. And he balling. The league might not notice it, but the Detroit Lions fans noticing it. And they got a lot, and Campbell had a lot of faith in them beginning last year. Let's talk about that for a second. Even going into this part this year, they had a lot of faith in him this year to go for it on fourth down. You got to trust your quarterback. No matter if it's 4th and 1, 4th and 10, no matter what, you got to have faith. Because they playing the run, you know what I'm saying? You got to have faith that he's smart enough to check out of that. Or have to run pass option, RPO. You got to have faith. With the offensive line healthy this year together, it's looking like he put the work in the offseason. Ben Johnson put the work in this offseason to see what make them tick, and they're doing a great job. So shout out to them. But check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all the notifications, increase your chance and notifications. We go live and drop the video. Financially, you want to support the channel. Cash App, $ TJ Good 313. Venmo TJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. But other than that, man, check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. Don't forget, this weekend we take on the Minnesota Vikings. The Heisman will be announced Saturday night, so don't forget that as well. Sound like Blake Corum didn't get the invite. I think that an injury hurt him at the end of in the Illinois game. It really did hurt him. I felt if he didn't get injured, he would have ran away with the Heisman versus Ohio State and all that. But things happen. So things happen, unfortunately. But yeah, his season over with for Michigan, so he won't be in the Heisman. I think it's C.J. Stroud, TCU quarterback, Stinson Bennett, and Caleb Williams. I really don't care who wins. It's like one of the trashiest years for the Heisman anyway. But yeah, man, best of luck to all them guys and their endeavors that pass college football, going into the bowl games, the whole nine. So blessings to those guys. Hopefully you guys are having a safe holiday. I know it's a tough time of year for a lot of people who lost, family members, or if you even lose family members this time of year, just through the year. The holiday's tough. So man, I send my love and blessings out to y'all. Peace. Appreciate the love, support, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to check my main channel right here on YouTube, Goodfella TV, for more sports, music, news, and entertainment. Goodfella TV right on YouTube. Peace.